I'm about to do something that I said I was never going to do again. Welcome to another video. It's been a long time, way too long in fact, and it's time to bring the camera out, make another video, and like I said, I'm going to do something that I said I was never going to do again. If you remember 10 months ago, I did a 26-mile charity trek around Salisbury and Salisbury Cathedral and Stonehenge, and it pretty much killed me. And I definitely said that I wouldn't do it again. I'm doing it again. But this time it's a bit different. Okay, so this time we're doing a 13-mile trek, so it's half the distance, which is good because my fitness has got a lot worse. It definitely hasn't improved. So the only thing is, this time the Brecon Beacons in Wales, it's going to be a lot tougher. So even though it's half the distance, the terrain is a lot more up and down because the Salisbury one was quite flat. But yeah, basically Jack said to me, do you want to do it this year? I said I wouldn't do it again because it killed me. But unfortunately it's a bit closer to home. You know, raising money for Alzheimer's and dementia, it's a bit closer to home for Jack, and it hit him personally, unfortunately, last year I think it was. So he said that he wanted to do it for some of his family members. And I said, you know what, mate, I'll be there with you all the way. So I couldn't turn it down. Obviously, I love a challenge as much as the next guy. But the fact is that I wanted to do this for Jack and his grandparents as well. So we've raised some money. If you still want to donate, you can do. Go onto one of our Just Giving pages. I'll leave both the links down in the description. Or I'll pop it up on screen so you guys can just go and donate on there if you want to. And it's all raising money in aid for a good cause. And then we're here for 2 nights. I'm going to show you around this accommodation quickly in a minute. But we're here for 2 nights. And then we're heading off to North Wales for the annual trip to Snowdonia, which we're meant to be doing a small hike. My sister wanted to hike Snowdon, but after the 13-mile I don't even know if we're going to be able to do it. But we are planning on hiking a smaller mountain called Moel Siabod. I don't, excuse my pronunciation on that. I really don't know what it's called. It's Moelsiabod, Moel Siabod. But yeah, it's 800 meters above sea level. Snowdon's 1095, I believe, so a little bit smaller. So I am now going to take you around the house that we're staying in. It's in a little village just outside the Brecon Beacons. It's called, again, I'm going to probably butcher this pronunciation, Merthyr Tydfil or Merthyr Tydfil. I don't know how you say it. I really don't. But yeah, I'm going to show you around quickly. This is where we're staying. So, front door here, it goes straight up to the stairs. I'll show you upstairs in a minute. But we've got this lovely little seating area here. Beautiful fireplace, mirror, TV, and a couple of sofas. So tonight when because Jack and Kelly are Jack was working today, so they're going to head up a little bit later this evening, but I was off, so I thought I'd head down here, try and beat the rush hour traffic, but that didn't happen. It was only meant to take 3 hours, 20 minutes, and it ended up taking nearly 5. Absolute joke. Only stopped once at Leadermere. Had to for the Gavin Stacey reference, but we got a little bookshelf there, and then this is the kitchen. I love this. Right, this is obviously the main kitchen, oven, microwave, whatever, you know what all that sort of stuff is. But look at this area here. That's so cool. I'd love to be able to sit and eat some cereal or breakfast there. Me, Jack and Kelly, just chilling out, having a chat, enjoying some breakfast. And then here's the utility room. You go through here and you've got the fridge freezer and the washing machine as well. And obviously the ironing board. But we don't use things like that, do we? Anyway, let's take you upstairs. I mean, I don't know what the Harry Potter room under the stairs is, but I'm guessing it's the airing cupboard or something. These stairs are ridiculously steep, which is not going to be good for when we finish our hike. And then on the left, you have the bathroom and toilet. I just want to show you this mirror because I reckon Mum would love this mirror. It's made out of it's like wood. It's like wood that's been dried out. It's pretty cool. In a love heart shape. And look at this, Mum. I know you like your coconut. Got some hand wash there. So then, as I was here first, I got choice of bedrooms, but I thought I'd take the smaller one because Jack and Kelly can share. I mean, they're both double beds, I think, but that one looks slightly bigger. And there's just more room in here. So they can take that one. And that's my room there. So yeah, happy days. And I'm going to make 2 videos actually of my trip away in Wales. This video is basically going to be the Brecon Beacons hike, and then I'll, after the hike, I'll end that video and then I'll upload another video of our family holiday in Snowdonia. So subscribe if you want to see that, and make sure you leave a like on this one. Before I fall down the stairs, I better stop filming. Let's go get some beers in the fridge so when the painter arrives, he can have a beer. Well, it's several hours later. And look who's arrived. Hey! Painter and Kelly are here. Alright, lads! Alright. Good morning. It is the morning of the hike. I'm all showered and just get my last minute bits ready. And the weather is perfect because, let me show you. Looks like it's been raining, but it's not raining now. And when you get walking, it gets bloody hot. So weather like this is perfect. Yeah, it's nice to have sunny spells for the better views, but trust me, when you're doing a long distance trek, you don't want it to be too hot. And I got my first aid kit with me as always. It's just got a few bandages, plasters and things like that in there. And remember, look, this stuff is now about 5 or 6 years old. Stride out oil. It doesn't have a date on it. Do you reckon it'd be alright, Painter?
Definitely out of date.
we'll give it a go anyway. Well, we've arrived. Clouds coming in. It's starting to spit. It's quite busy, but Painter, we struggled to get here, didn't we?
Well, we went to the adventure farm, not the farm.
Yeah.
So,
looking forward to it, mate?
Well, which one of the ones are we going on?
Oh, God. Yeah, it was about, how long did it take us to get here?
40 minutes.
40 minutes? So it's still like 40 minutes away from the accommodation. So when our legs are completely goosed, we're gonna have to drive back. That's gonna be interesting. But we're gonna park up, get our stuff ready, and then I'll check in with you before we leave. This looks all too familiar. I'm having flashbacks of last year. But like I said, it's only 13 miles instead of 26 this time. However, the terrain is a lot more hilly, and it's much more a tougher trek. So I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, as long as the weather holds off, well, the rain holds off, we're looking good. But this time I am going to get breakfast because it's not too busy. Might get a drink, and then we're going to do a bit of warm-up stretching and get this show on the road. Well, last year it was bacon and sausage butties. This year it's a pastry. There's strawberry, custard or raspberry. Of course I went for strawberry. Painter, what's he got? Which flavour did you get? Custard. You got a custard one. Go on, lad.
Oh, yeah, no, that's training.
Cheers.
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 Also on your route you'll see our photographer Bliss, so please also wave to her when you see her.
We're just over a mile in. It started like a light drizzle, which is quite nice actually. It's quite refreshing. Yeah, jinx. It is quite refreshing. How you feeling, mate? All right?
Yeah, well, lugging around 19 stone a human being. Not a lot of training.
Yeah, not a lot of training at all. Just winging it. Well, winged it last year, winged it this year. But yeah, we move forward. Now, I don't want to alarm you, but I think we're under attack. What's going on? It's like a stampede. I mean, it's pretty cool. There's a sheepdog, obviously. And he's rounding up. Look at them. Oh, they're not sheepdog, they're like, I don't know what they are. But I've seen things like this on TV. I've never seen this happen live. Look, we've got 2 strays down here, 2 stragglers. 2 that are going to rebel. That's pretty cool. There's the dogs. Tell me you're in Wales without telling me you're in Wales. Oh my God. What's going on here? Absolute chaos. Well, I didn't like seeing that. The dogs were biting the sheep. So the farmer gets the dogs obviously to round the sheep up. But when the sheep aren't going the right way, the dogs bite them to get them to go the right way. It's kind of cruel really, but I mean the farmer owns the sheep, doesn't he? So I guess they're his sheep, but I saw one sheep get away, and the farmer called that sheep something that rhymes with anchor, but starts with a W. But yeah, it was interesting to see, but I didn't like it. Oh guys, I've made a huge error. So I lost the pins to put this on. So I use these 40 badges, and now everybody's saying happy birthday to me and that I don't look 40. And it's starting to really annoy me now. It's funny the first couple of times, but now it's starting to really wind me up. I feel like I'm on the Lion King. Look at it, it's like a valley. The Valley of Wales. But I can see some people at the top of those mountains up there, so I'm hoping we're going up there. Look at that slug, that is blacker than black. So cool. Well, the first part of the walk is now done. We've come out to the halfway point, not far from it actually. And the views in the first part were absolutely fantastic. Once we got to the highest point of the start of the first part, basically, we've just started coming down and down and down, and now we're still sort of heading down, which means that we're going to have to go back up again at some point. So I'm feeling good, boots are good, oil's working magic as always. I'm not too wet. It was raining quite bad to start off with, but it's sort of cleaned up a bit now. It's a bit windy over this side of the mountain, but yeah, we're looking good. I'll probably catch up with you again at halfway point, and I might not do too much filming on the second half because I'm running slow on battery, because I've been taking a lot of pictures and sending them to the group chat and things like that. So yeah, I don't know how much more I'm going to film in the second part, but I'll check in a bit. Goodbye. Come on, Paina. Oh, steady on, boy. Come on, mate, keep going. Well, I've made it to the halfway point. Look at this beautiful waterfall. Absolutely stunning. You can't beat this. This is my element, this is. You got sheep, you got mountains, you got running water. And I'm absolutely Hank Marvin, so I'm gonna go get some snacks, see what they got. Might have a bacon sandwich as well. Lovely little halfway break.
Over halfway,
just over halfway. What we got now?
Duo stick.
Oh, frutella. Lovely.
Lovely.
So apparently this next bit is meant to be like the toughest bit, but then once you've done that, it's pretty much just a straight journey back to the car. So let's get it smashed out. Hopefully it doesn't rain. Come on. Well, this is all too familiar with Kilimanjaro. We'll go right to the top of there. I'm bloody knackered. But you can see how far we've come, because that road there, we walked down that to get to the halfway point. And like I said, once we get to the top of this, from that point onwards, it's all gradual decline. So we are now at the top of that steep climb, and that's pretty much, I mean, that's the hardest part of the trek done. So it's all downhill from here. It's very windy and the clouds have come right in. It's starting to rain again, but I think there's only about 5 miles to go. I've got very muddy legs and boots, but it goes to show you don't have to go far to get beauty like this. 3.5 hours away from my house for views like this. Unbelievable. There he is. Come on, Peter. Well, we're coming up to 10 miles now. Only 3 to go. And my left hand groin is had enough, I think. But this is the difference between the 26 mile I did last year and this one. Is just, you know, after 10 miles of the 26, if my groin was hurting, tough. You just have to crack on and carry on for another 16 miles. But with this one, I know there's only 3 miles left. I can put up with it. But I mean, it sounds ridiculous because it's obvious, but the 26 mile trek was a lot tougher than this one. In terms of it took more out of me naturally because it's longer. But what I would say is the 13 mile trek on the Brecon Beacons, it is tough. If I did the 26 miles on the Brecon Beacons, I don't think I'd do it. I'd struggle. Whereas the Stonehenge one was a lot more flat, so it was a lot. There's been times on this 13 mile hike on the Beacons that has been a lot more difficult than the 26 on Stonehenge, but it's just the endurance of the 26 on Stonehenge that done it for me. But yeah, I'm going to put my phone away now and enjoy these spectacular views because it is absolutely unbelievable. I want to make sure I take in. The sun's come out now. I want to take in as much as I can and just enjoy it. So I'm going to put my phone in my pocket and I'll get it back out when I'm crossing the line. And I've got a glass of Prosecco in my hands. That's going to taste so good. I know I said I wouldn't film and I was going to save battery, but we've got just over a mile left. Apparently, I can see the car park all the way down there, look, and the finish line. Apparently, that's just over a mile away. Jack's still soldiering on. Go on, boy. Here we are at the finish.
Done your 13-mile trek today.
Cheers, mate. Here it is.
Well done, Jack. Round the corner. Pick up your...
Go on, mate. Get across that line. Fair play, mate. Well done. So we are now done, and we're all finished up. Got the WKDs on the go. We ordered Chinese as well, so we had a fat Chinese. But yeah, I think it was quite good. I didn't find it as exhausting as the 26 miles last year, but it was definitely harder in places because of the steep incline, and even the coming down was tough on the knees, as it always is. But I don't think I'm going to wake up too achy tomorrow morning. I think I will ache a bit, naturally, but no, it was good. But yeah, I'm going to end this video now. And again, like I say, I'm going to make another video if you want to see the adventures stuff that we're getting up to in Snowdonia. Then hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Trek 26, 13 miles, Brecon Beacons. Got the t-shirt.